Hi guys, this is Mrs. Henny and we're going to look at set 6 of our homework for Thursday. So this is set 6. Let's do October 7th, which is tomorrow. And I'm going to get this situated again. There we go. Okay, this says, what is the value of the 4? Remember that value is telling how much that number is worth, not the place value, but the amount that it's worth. So that 4 is in the 10,000s place, so it would be worth 40,000. And the 2 is in the hundreds place, so it's worth 200. So that's its value. All right, and the next part says circle a number that has a 7 that is 10 times, we know that's important, 10 times the value of the 7 in this number. And our strategy there is to circle that 7 that's in the number we're looking at and put 7,000. And then we also are going to circle all of the 7s in each of those choices. And we're going to say, okay, that one's worth 7,000. This one's worth 70,000. And this one's worth 700. And we want to find the number that has a 7 that is 10 times. That's going to be more, 10 times more than that 7 in this one. So we're going to add a 0 to 7,000 and we would get 70,000, and that's your answer right there. Okay, and the next problem is about Andrew and his pumpkin, and I know you've probably already read it, so I'm not going to read it to you again. I'm just going to look at the question. It says, how many more ounces did Andrew's pumpkin weigh than Emily's pumpkin? So this is about Emily and Andrew. And Andrew's weighed 439 ounces, and Emily picked a pumpkin that weighed 403 ounces. So the question is asking how many more. And remember from the question on the bar graph, I told you how many more, how much less, how much more, all those kinds of things tell us that we're going to compare. So we're going to compare two unequal groups. And when we draw that strip diagram and we're comparing two unequal groups, we're going to put the larger number up here, 439, which is Andrew's. And then Emily's, we're going to put right here. This is going to be Emily's. And hers is still in the 400, so it's still going to be quite a long strip, 403. And we're going to compare how much longer is Andrew's than Emily's, and that would be this amount right here. Okay, so that's our difference. And when we are comparing, we're going to subtract, and we're going to put our larger number on top, just like in the strip diagram. And we're going to subtract. 9 minus 3 is 6, and 3 minus 0 is 3, so it's 36 more ounces. And there we go. That's your answer. Now you can use your magic box to check that by adding 36 plus 203, or plus 403 if you'd like to. All right, and then here we're looking for the area of this rectangle, and our long side, or our length, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our long side is 5 squares, and then our short side, the width, is 1, 2, 3. And so to get that answer, we can multiply the length times the width, which gives us 15. Of course, you can also count the squares. You're not going to always have those squares, so you also want to know that length times width will give you the area. All right, and then down here, we've got an addition problem. You could use blocks to show how to solve this problem. You could also use expanded form to solve this problem. I am just going to add it with the traditional way, which is going to be where we draw our little lines, and we have 4 plus 1 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 2 plus 4 is 6. And then for our subtraction problem, we have, let's go ahead and draw our lines to keep everything straight. 2 minus 2 is 0. Cannot take 4 from 0, so I'm going to regroup and change that 7 to a 6 and change that 0 to a 10 that I borrowed or regrouped from there. And 10 minus 4 is 6. And 6 minus 3 is 3. And then that's our answer. Of course, again, we can check our answer by doing our magic box, and I have room to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right quick. And I add those up. And I get 702, which is what I started with, so it checks. If I had not got 702, that means I had done something wrong in my subtraction, and I'd need to go back and check it out. Well, I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow for our half day. Thank you. Bye-bye.